Good morning all. Paul from camelbacktrading.org coming to you this Wednesday morning, June 19th. We're looking at window traders market profile of the S and NQ. So we come into today, right? We have the Fed today at 2 p.m. Press conference at 2:30. They're not going to cut rates. So you'll still get a reaction and then we'll see what his language is starting with his press conference. We're on a 5-day balance. So the bigger picture is last Wednesday's high is the top of the balance, okay? Friday's low is the bottom of the balance. Everything else for now will be noise inside of that, right? There's a lot of noise inside the balance. That's in the bigger picture. And when we narrow it down to yesterday, we had a double distribution day. So now the question becomes, do we get acceptance into the upper distribution or the lower distribution? We traded a good part of the overnight in the lower distribution, although the overnight is long, as you can see, as we've traded above settlement. All right, the overnight's definitely long. They didn't push down. We have another poor low in ES for our overnight low. We had one yesterday that finally got hit. We held 2 ticks of the rollover gap. It's still holding. It doesn't matter if it got traded through in overnight. NQ held a little bit over $1. They too in the overnight traded into it. So we'll see if those are going to hold. If we get acceptance into the lower distribution, I would think the rollover gaps can go. Acceptance into the upper distribution, those rollover gaps will hold, at least until 2 or 2:30. The other thing that's very important is a lot of times he doesn't finish his press conference to about 3:30. The market usually takes the overnight to digest everything, and then you get the more significant move on Thursday. The markets are closed tomorrow. So I said this in last night's video. Will the market attempt to digest everything quickly in the last half hour of trading today, which would make for interest in trading, or will it take the full day and then on Friday with options expiration attempt to have a more directional move? We don't know the answers to those questions yet. So we're going to have to let market-generated information guide us, right, through today and Friday. Righty also in this balance, okay? They still have the 3-day island top above that's holding. As far as a game plan, again, I will trade this as a normal day up until 2 o'clock. So my first potential trade would be to get the overnight high if we get into the upper distribution, or the overnight low if we fill a rollover gap in ES and in NQ. If we get the overnight low, I would think the odds are very high to fill the rollover gap. Those are 2 potential plays early. Other than that, we're going to have to see where we potentially get acceptance into which distribution. You learn a lot in this trading room. A lot. So if you really want to learn and be educated as a trader, I advise you to check out camelbacktrading.org. And then, chart-wise, so here it is. Last Wednesday's high, Friday's low. That's your balance. 5 days. We come out of it to the upside, very good odds of getting all-time highs. You come out of it to the downside, and the problem will be you potentially not only put the daily down, but the weekly back to balance. Good luck trading today. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this channel, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.